We all have dreams. We all have ambitions or goals that we want to achieve. From a very young age, you probably started dreaming about something. It started with toys, career, money, whatever. And a lot of people are still daydreaming about what could have been and what could be. Is undoubtedly one of the most destructive behaviors I have ever faced. And if you want to stop that and implement good habits in your life to become successful in whatever you are doing, I encourage you to watch this video until the very end. Now, I'm not a big fan of destroying things, so let's repurpose this dreaming. Let's reuse it, recycle it into planning. For example, don't focus on a goal of a six-pack. Focus on the systems you implement to achieve it. In 2001, researchers from Great Britain conducted a study in which they would divide people into three groups. The first group was the control group. They were simply asked to track how often they exercised. The second group was the motivation group. They were asked not only to track their workouts, but also to read some material on the benefits of exercise. The researchers also explained to the group how exercising improves heart health, lowering the risk of heart disease. Finally, the third group was asked to do everything the second group did, but also to plan when and where they were going to exercise. They were asked to complete the following sentence. During the next week, I will partake in at least 20 minutes of vigorous exercise on day, at time, in place. In the first group, only 35% of people actually exercise. The second group was 38%, so not much higher. The third group, however, had 91% of participants exercising at least once per week. Now you can apply the strategy as well. We're just going to change the sentence to I will, behavior, at, time, in, location. Insert your behavior, your time, and location. And you're going to experience drastic changes in your behavior. The next thing is habit stacking, which is basically habit planning, but on steroids. Now, if you've watched my other videos, you probably know that if you want to build a good habit, you have to make it attractive. There has to be some kind of reward. And if you do a habit right after this reward, you're picking up momentum. And by adding another habit to your habit, you're basically making it one big habit. For example, you're working out for half an hour and then you read for 10 minutes and then you meditate or whatever. You know, it's all just a huge association game. You probably know by now that your brain is just constantly searching for rewards. And when it sees this huge block of habits, it cannot resist the rewards that come with it. Now, the habit stacking formula is actually quite simple. It's after I, current habit, I will, new habit. And last but certainly not least, and probably the most powerful technique of all of these three, is the 2-minute rule. See, when you want to start a new habit, you first have to make it easy. And if you provide it with the choice of making your habit, for example, 30 minutes of exercise, and then compared to just laying around or scrolling on TikTok, of course you're going to choose scrolling on TikTok because that is so little effort for so much dopamine. Especially when starting a new habit, it's just so hard. But it doesn't really have to, does it? The 2-minute rule states when you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. So read before bed each night becomes read 1 page. And you can upgrade that. Read 5 pages, read 10 pages. Nothing is stopping you. However, for the start, the 2-minute rule is probably the best technique you're ever going to hear about. Another tiny action is liking as well as subscribing, and if you want to upgrade that, you can leave a comment in which you can suggest a topic that I can do a video on, or you can just share your opinion, whatever. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the next video.